Click on Launch Studio. Once the Data Factory opens, click here. And you can see there are some options: Home, Author, Monitor, Manage, and Learning Center. Home is the landing page. It gives you quick shortcuts to creating new pipeline, Power Query, data flow, and dataset. And you can also access pipeline templates from here. Okay. And the next is Author. Author is the workspace where you build pipelines. You can create pipelines, change data capture CDC, datasets, data flows, Power Query. And in the Monitor section, it is used to track and debug pipeline executions. Next is Manage. Manage is the administration hub. Here you configure linked services, integration runtimes, Microsoft Purview, and mount Data Factory to Microsoft Fabric. And for the source control, there is Git configuration, ARM template, and author, and etc. And finally, in the Learning Center, this is built-in learning and help hub, and it provides tutorials. You can see here tutorials, samples, templates, and videos, and it's all learning. Okay, so let's go to the Manage, and first we will configure Git here. Let's configure a Git repository first. Okay, so go to New tab and open GitHub. Click on Create Repository. You can also select from here, Create New and New Repository. Okay, and let's name it Azure UAE, Azure UAE North Repository. Okay, so this is the name of our repository, and visibility will be private because it will contain information about linked services and our pipeline. Okay, so set it to private and skip everything else and just click on Create Repository. Okay, so now let's go back to where our data is, and from here open git bash here. If you don't have downloaded the git bash, then you can easily download from the Chrome. Now the first step is to initialize git. So write here git init. Okay, now you can see git folder appear in our folder. And the next is git add dot. What it will do is it will add all these files into git. And now we have to write git commit dash m initial commit. Okay, I did a spelling mistake, and that will be git commit. Now we have to give the branch where commit will be done, so it will be git branch dash m main and git remote add origin, and here we have to give the link of our repository. By the way, these are the same steps here too. So paste in here and enter, and finally push it, git push dash u origin and main. Okay, so now if I go back and refresh it, then you can see all my data is here too. Okay, now click on main and click on view all branches, and you can see we have only one branch here, and that is main. Now if we connect our data factory to this main, then everything will be uploaded to the main branch. But in the real enterprise environments, we upload data to development, test, or production branch, and from there it is copied to the main branch. Okay, so let's create a new branch here, and that will be dev. Let's name it dev and click on create new branch. Okay, and let's go back to the code and dev branch. You can see everything is here too. Okay, so now let's go back to the data factory and click on configure. Select the repository type. There are two options, Azure DevOps Kit or GitHub. We will select GitHub, and the GitHub repository owner. Who is the owner? Go to profile, and this is the owner. Paste it here. Okay, and there are two options, select repository or use repository link. And if I do repository name, that will be, this is our repository name. And collaboration branch, we will go with dev, and publish branch will be ADF publish. Now for the root folder, we will name it, let's say, data factory. Data factory. Otherwise, if we don't give the root folder, then what it will do is, let's go back here, and you will see here a folder named data factory, linked services, and everything here will be a bit of mess. So I'm creating the data factory folder here. Then in the data factory, everything will be there. Click on data factory and import resource in this branch, and this will be dev, and click on apply. Alright, now we have configured the repository. Now you can see dev had recent pushes, and click on create and pull, and you can see here is our default data. Now that we have configured our repository, in the next part we will create a integration runtime, a self-hosted integration runtime.